But I'd like all men to change and have a better attitude, but that isn't going to happen in my lifetime. So, yeah, I'd just like women to know about this, to understand it a bit more, and to be able to say no and not fear the repercussions of that no.
I think it's time that the community found a way to listen to us as we name the problem. It challenges us to rethink what we mean by family. So of course it's a difficult topic for everyone. I think though that the only way for us to ensure that women are safe, which is a fundamental right, and that children grow up in environments that allow them to experience well-being and to thrive, which is what we want for all our children, is that we acknowledge this problem.
Because if one of those people, if the doctor had have done something, if my mother had have done something, if the church had have done something, if the neighbours had have done something, things would not have got so bad. It only takes one person to stand beside you and say, no, this is not acceptable.
You know, I suppose when I was younger, I was always optimistic that we actually might come at a place where we don't have family violence. And I think we have to start to figure out, you know, how are the ways that we can have males not resort to violence in relationships, and particularly with intimate partners. How can we stop young men, you know, getting onto this path and behaving this way? And I guess there's still a fair bit of work on that. And maybe we're also at a point we need to think about that prevention part in much more significant ways perhaps than we have in the past.
Whether it's Indigenous people making a stand, whether it's, you know, a poster or a commercial, or mainstream and all communities coming together, you know, a woman from a Sudanese community or an Indigenous woman saying that we're not going to put up with it. It comes back to educating our community as well, you know, and filtering. You know, you start off with the elders, but you also got to start with those kids. It comes back to our kids. Our kids is our next generation. I always say to my kids, those ads come on TV, Australia says no to violence. I purposely take the control off the kids when I know they're coming on, so the boys will watch it, because I don't want my boys growing up and doing exactly what their father did. You know, Australia can say no all they want, but it's us as a community, as a whole community, to say it's not going to happen in our community as well.
Men have an absolutely vital role to play in building a world free of men's violence against women. You know, what I'm concerned about is to be true to myself and to act with integrity, and to, you know, try to model and to speak out a kind of ethic of non-violence. And it seems to me that, yes, that's challenging in some ways, but it's also, I don't know, the very least I can do.